Region discovered the administrative district. And first things first here, I need to understand. Okay. I'm sure you guys caught in the cutscene, but these stairs were going very oddly. They're just like spinning around like in some kind of decorative pattern. I thought for a second it was like some kind of futuristic, what are those things in the airport, you know, those little, not escalators, but, you know, like you step on them and they'll take you over to the very end. It's like that for me. I don't know why. Ask Stella about Shasan. Ask Stella if she's heard any interesting rumors. Now, who's Shasan?
Here's what I know.
We officers are aware that not all of New LA citizens are on board with Director General Shasan's policies. But the more we allow our ideals to enslave us, the grimmer our situation will become. Hopefully some breakthrough opportunity will present itself eventually, and you've got the look of someone who just might be able to accomplish that. If you're ever ready to be that opportunity, let me know and I'll sign you something important. So she'll be our mission instructor? Something along those lines? Can we go in here? No, we cannot. Guess we're going around. Yep. Toggle and sprint. Let's go! Gotta say though, pretty impressive place. Now if only it were much sunnier, I think this would be pretty awesome. Oh, and we're in Arm Alley now. But yeah, this might be a headache to actually transverse through. Unless some point in the video game we get, like, some transportation. Well, we technically have it, but you know what I mean, like, just a transport that lets us skip to each landmark that we discovered. And assuming that this is a Xenoblade game, like a true Xenoblade game, they should hopefully have something along those lines.
And here we are, the Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
No offense, but, that sounds like a bad idea in my eyes. Like, if you're registered, that's one thing. But if you're a guest, just coming out and in from the barracks, wouldn't that be kind of shady? I mean, I look shady, but I don't want to be, you know, immediately marked as some kind of traitor. But anyway, show interest about registration or frown and say nothing. Well, I personally don't like the idea, but I don't see why I would be mad about it. What about registration?
I think I can answer that one.
Who goes there?
So, you must be the latest rescue.
Secretary Nagi.
Ms. Cool. Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he didn't seem quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No. Nothing to worry about.
Good. Be sure it stays that way. More importantly, Elma, you found another one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here...
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
Ah yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
Oh, you're too kind. And to think we're just getting started here. Whoa. Is it just me, or is something ringing? Like my ears just got some kind of sudden, like a pop or something. Maybe that's just me. But you know, as soon as the cutscene ended, I immediately felt that pop. And I still hear something. And now it's faded. It's kind of odd. What happened there? I wonder.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi. You may remember me as Captain of the White Whale, but now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here with Blade? He seems capable.
Let's give it a little more time. At least until he knows enough to be able to make an informed decision. He seems to be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Memory loss? From the stasis?
He could barely remember his name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see. Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months? It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
Well then, where should we begin?
Ask about how he ended up on Mira, ask for more information about Blade, or ask about registration. Are we really going to go down that route? No, I want to know how he ended up on Mira, of all places. You know, there are so many worlds in the galaxy, in the universe. How do we end up here, of all places? Especially since this place is, you know, not charted on some kind of star constellation.
It started at the end, 2 years ago. The end of Earth. The casualty of a battle between two hyper-advanced alien civilizations. Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
Jeez.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus, and no escape for any of us. Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here, and we are alive. We survived. So yes, Project Exodus. Once we learned the Earth might be threatened, we needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms. That plan was the Earth Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. 2 hard years. But we clung to our mission, find a habitable planet and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed. For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from there.
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat. Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
Oh, and I like how we get information about everything then. So clarify or question. Yeah, something new? Clarify.
Blade is an acronym. Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think.
Really? Because
It's
I
a
find it
relatively
rhetorical
new
or ironic.
Up there in space, we had plenty of provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so Blade was born. The idea was to have one central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers. But fighting isn't our most important duty. Right now we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of the Lifehold.
The Lifehold?
Take a look at this. The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis, all housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers, and of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary. But the vast majority were in the Lifehold. Are in the Lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued. But there's a problem. We now know the Lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
And something tells me it's not gonna be easy. Alright, but now we've been ignoring this for quite some time. Even though we've already answered this question. Registration. How do we sign up?
Yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation.
Go
We
figure.
also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health.
Go figure.
All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand.
Like any
As
other
the
city on
caretakers
Earth.
of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
In any case, I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time. Ms. Koo, even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Yes, sir. Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
So, story mission of Chapter 1. Take a guided tour of the Blade Administrative District with Lynn and Elma and learn about how life as a member of Blade is. Our reward is 20... whatever those are, I can't actually read it from this distance. And 5,000 currency, perhaps? I'm not sure. So, first things first, we gotta leave the barracks. Okay. Sounds simple enough. And I assume that since this is a story mission, it's gonna... yeah, it's right down there. It tells you where to go and what you need to do. So it kind of helps out, but where are we going right now? I can't actually see. And this camera angle system is still a bit, wonky for me. I wonder, if I can pause, settings, gamepad screen, game settings, can I change the speed of the camera? Let's see, camera tracking speed. Oh, zoom speed. Wait, no, not that. In scale, just as when play zoomed in scale. Auto camera, zoomed in, zoom out, horizontal rotation speed. Ah, okay. Let's speed this up a bit. Let's see how this is. Okay, this is much slower. What happened? Like, what actually happened? Horizontal rotation speed to increase speed. This seems to be slowing it down, if anything. Yeah, I am doing it right? You know, vertical, horizontal. Yeah, because this feels much slower. Was there some translation issue and that's completely wrong? Or maybe it doesn't change at all. I have no idea. This is so odd for me. Yep. You know what? I'll put it back to default. What the heck? If any of you guys know how to change this better, so it actually works a little better, let me know in the comments below, because I would really love to figure this out. Okay, system data saved. Yeah. Let's get out of here. Or maybe is it because we're inside a small area that we cannot turn so fast? Also, where am I going? Okay, arrow points that way. So go through here. Open sesame. Exit. Let's go. And then maybe now we can actually change the settings. Possibly.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really want him to join Blade.
Why? I'm not exactly
The
professional
AD is a
so
bit
far.
different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load of that Skell. Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh yeah, work it, baby.
I see someone's got a tech fetish. Ask what a Skell is. Gaze longingly at the Skell. Are you serious? That's pretty cool, but what is a Skell? I'd geek out, but...
What? You don't remember what a Skell is? That
Amnesia.
gorgeous exoskeleton that just went by? Basically like the most incredible, awesomest super weapons ever?
Amnesia,
Force
remember?
fields, bipedal and vehicular transformations. Sorry, I get so excited whenever I think about it.
Just think a little more next time you speak out, okay?
Originally, Skells were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still, just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far so fast without Skell technology. I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot Skells. And even then, you need a license.
Like a driver's license?
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around.
So make
Yes,
more!
as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duties, and for the people of New LA in general.
So what do you say? If you become a Blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the Mission Control Board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
So there is one.
Let's head on over.